The main rosters are starting to get more talent, whether the talent deserves it or not. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlog, who always tells it like it is. Another new year, another change in various titles. With the Women's Tag, Women's Intercontinental, Women's NXT, and WWE Championship all changing in the span of 5 days, it seems to be a New Year's tradition in the WWE. And of course that means the chaos will continue en route to the Royal Rumble, especially with the NXT Championship vacated. Poor Ava. I doubt this was what she wanted after taking the GM job. But the good news, allegedly, is that stars from NXT and from TNA are coming to Raw and SmackDown to help spurn the chaos and the fans' attention leading up to the Rumble in Riyadh. Some deserve it, others, well, let's start with Trick Williams. I'm so glad that even though he's on the same show as Carmelo Hayes, a reunion is not in the cards just yet. Melo's face turn was gradual enough that it may last a while. No need for Trick to muddy things up. Anyway, Trick's been in NXT for a few years now, so he definitely deserves main roster consideration. Though immediately gunning for the WWE Championship may be a bit too much to ask. Good he may be, but as good as Cody Rhodes or Drew McIntyre? Maybe when he blows it in the tournament, he'll concentrate in the United States Championship Open Challenge, provided Hayes is willing to give his old chum a shot. Then there's Jordynne Grace. From the moment she arrived from TNA, I just knew they were gonna fast pass her to the main roster. She seems to be there to be a counterbalance to Chelsea Green's narcissistic angle, for now anyway. As for Jade's threat to Grace, I wouldn't put too much stock into a title match, for a while anyway. Maybe Green will take the title for a third time, only for Grace to beat her up and Alba Fire and take the title herself. Either way, either that or a Royal Rumble win is in her future with a Cargill Grace match at WrestleMania 42. Either way, she'll probably hold gold sooner more than later. And then there's the return of Matt Cardona. The former one-day Intercontinental Champ has had his time in TNA and did particularly well for himself. But now the Internet Champion has returned and for some reason is setting his sight on the WWE Championship in the tournament. Look, as much as I'm glad that he graduated from the silly woo-woo-woo phase, he still seems mid-card material to me. And yeah, he had success in TNA that he never had in WWE, and maybe that's why he should have stayed in TNA. Maybe he could have helped bring back a TNA title still in NXT custody. The fans may be happy for the broski to be back, but others like me are wondering, why give him a second chance? One person I am glad is finally in the WWE full-time is Logan Paul. There's a lot to level about the man. He's an ass, he's a big mouth, he takes titles and holds them hostage, but that was when he was a part-timer. Now he's a full-time ass, a full-time big mouth, and if he ever gets gold again, he'll have to defend it more often. And despite all the negatives, he does show signs of being a good wrestler. You don't nearly beat Roman Reigns for a primary title and not be considered to have great potential. And with Paul Heyman by his side, or is he by Paul's side, his potential is only going to go up. That is, if he can get past the massive shadows of the Bronze and the sudden solo push, Austin Theory. Get him some good opponents, Heyman, so that he doesn't slip into J.D. McDonough territory. And of course, the big news out of the Performance Center is the fact that Obafemi, having successfully defended the NXT title at New Year's Evil, has dropped the title and is headed for Well, even though his announcement was on SmackDown, I really think he should go to Raw and let Trick do his thing on the Blue brand. Femi has unarguably been the alpha male of NXT all throughout 2025. He may not have defended on TV too often, but when he did, he put all his muscle into it. He didn't call himself Da Ruler for shiggles, you know. He has a bit of an ego to him, but that just means that if he shows up as a heel, it's not surprising. Anyway, again, I pray they give him his debut in the Rumble, and after a dominating display aims for the IC or US title before gunning for primary gold. He's a beast, we get it. But so was Keith Lee when he joined the main roster, and look how long he lasted. All in all, a good influx of talent. Now we just need to ditch some of the dead weight to make room for them. Elton Prince, the War Raiders, and New Day spring to mind. Don't let past performance lead to perpetual contracts, Levesque. You don't want the WWE turning into the seniors tour that TNA Impact was in the 20-aughts, do ya? I'm Chris Wolvie, the Wrestling Pod, who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace, and I'll see ya.